Welcome to the Morning Swim Show for Friday, May 28th, 2010. I'm your host, Peter Bush, and in the Finis Monitor today, we'll talk to American Olympic swimmer Eric Shanteau. He's training at the University of Texas right now, and Eric Shanteau joins us right now in the Finis Monitor. Eric, welcome back to the show. How you doing?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me back on.
How's training?
It's going well. It's been pretty brutal the past 6-7 weeks, but that's to be expected. You know, it's that time of the season, so putting in the work now so we can enjoy the benefits later on.
Are you America's best breaststroker right now?
I'm definitely the guy with the target on my back. I'll say that.
That usually means yes.
Sure, if you want to call it that. It was such a long time that I was chasing guys down, and now I'm kind of in the position of the guy being chased. So it's definitely a little bit different position right now.
Which one's more fun?
You'll have to ask me that a little later on. I haven't been in this position for too long, so ask me that in another year or so.
I asked Mark Gangloff this a few days ago. How do you support yourself financially?
Well, right now, I'm fortunate enough to be working with Arena, and they have been an excellent company to be involved with. They help me out a lot as far as my suit needs, my equipment needs, and some of my financial needs. But at the same time, I do a lot of speaking and clinic work, and that helps a lot as well.
You know, we saw a meet recently, the Charlotte Ultra Swim meet, where you won a little bit of money, but it was one of those meets where they were giving away a pretty significant amount of cash, and that seems to be happening more and more. There's more money meet opportunities for you guys in season, and I'm wondering, does that start to change the way you guys train? I mean, are you guys thinking about, hey, maybe I need to shave in a few meets in season just to try and win some money?
I think it affects training a little bit, but I don't think to the extent of where you're actually going to shave and rest for a meet, because you don't want to jeopardize the end of the season goals or the meets at the end of the season where you can, really make a substantial amount of money. So, having these meets in season to where we can win some money is an incredibly great thing to have. It always helps, and being a swimmer, every little bit helps. We're never going to be.
I'm just wondering if this increases, what's the money threshold where you start to say, you know what, they're giving away money at just about every single meet we could go to in season. Does it become almost like a year-round World Cup circuit where you're just trying to go as fast as you can every single week?
Well, I think, as far as I'm concerned, I try and go as fast as I can every single meet I'm at. It just kind of is a good indicator of where you're at in the season. Now, whether you're giving money away at that meet or not is just an added bonus if they are. That's kind of the way I look at it.
How about this proposal by USA Swimming, the athlete partnership deals where you guys would get a bigger yearly stipend, but you'd have to give away some of your rights and maybe do some more stuff for USA Swimming? I mean, what is your general feeling about that?
It's kind of early to tell because I know this plan is just kind of in its beginning phases as far as I know right now, but the way I look at it is it's a good opportunity for the national team athletes to kind of come together and get our ideas together and collectively as a national team. So that being said, I think this is a very good opportunity for us to voice our opinion and kind of see what we can get together as this whole process moves forward.
You think it's a good idea that this summer the big qualifying meet is both for Pan Pacs and for next year's World Championships?
Well, it's interesting because, historically the U.S. picks our teams very soon before the meet, and we occasionally have World Championships where we'll pick them the year before. And, I don't think you have pros and cons to both. The obvious advantage for picking a team the year before the event is that you will be able to concentrate just on that event rather than on the qualifying meet before it. But at the same time, you have to stay motivated. and have to stay on your game for that meet. And a lot of people look at just the qualifying meet as preparation for the World Championships itself. So, you know, you could kind of argue both ways, but I think it's kind of a nice change to be able to just concentrate on the World Championships themselves rather than having to think about the qualifying meet right before it.
Well, you know as well as anyone how much things can change in a year. I mean, there could be some young gun who's swimming faster than anyone next year, but isn't quite there this summer, or there could just be someone who slows down. I mean, there could be so many different things that would happen that could jeopardize the U.S.'s best chances at World Championships.
Well, and that's something that you just have to take into account. And there's always people changing positions, whether it be a couple months from now, or a year from now, or a couple years from now. So it's just the way our schedule is set up right now. And you just kind of have to accept it and plan for plan your training schedule and adjust accordingly.
Hey, we talked to Lochte about a month ago here on the show, and he said to try and mix it up and stay fresh or try new things. He's doing like strongman competition stuff. He's throwing kegs over his head and pulling tractors. Are you doing anything like that?
No, I'm not doing. I'm not training for the World's Strongest Man competition, so I'm not quite taking that training regimen. But I completely agree with him. If he's doing some new stuff, you should always change things up, whether it be after 1, 2, or 3 seasons. You have to figure out what works best for you. So if he's doing that, it's obviously going to be good for him and have a different kind of strength impact on him. And I'm doing the same thing. I change my weight routine pretty frequently from season to season and just kind of see what works best, because doing the same thing and expecting different results is pretty much insanity.
Before we let you go, how's your health?
Everything's going really well. I actually just got another 4-month report back last week, and everything was all clear. So the next time I go in will be the 2-year marker.
All right, well, let us know in a few months whether or not it's better to have the target on your back or the one shooting at the target, all right?
Absolutely, I will.
All right, that's Eric Shanteau joining us in the Finish Monitor. Thanks again, Eric.
Thanks a lot, guys.
That's it for the show today. I'm Peter Bush, reminding you to keep your head down at the finish.